And man, we also run across the final AP poll. This was released the day after that national championship game. This was found on Free Sports. So I'm gonna put it up on screen right now. This is what the final top 25 did end up looking like. Okay, so there's some uh there's some decisions that were made that I was pretty curious about. So top three, I don't have a problem with the top three, right? Michigan should be number one. They won a national championship. Washington was in that national championship, so that makes sense that they're two. Texas lost in the semifinals, as did Alabama. So it makes sense that Texas is ranked ahead of Alabama. But my thing is, um, why is Georgia ranked ahead of Alabama? Legitimately, what are we doing, A people? Because we saw those two play on the field in the SEC championship. Alabama won fair and squared, and Alabama won. They went to overtime with the team that won the national championship. So why is Alabama ranked behind Georgia? I really genuinely do not understand that. Now, if you want to put Georgia at 5, I'm cool with that because Georgia did have a big time performance in that Orange Bowl. We got it. It makes some sense to me, right? But that was really puzzling when I first saw that. And then just looking down on this list, Oregon and Florida State, they were technically tied for six. I would have Oregon ahead of Florida State outright because of how Oregon dominated in the Fiesta Bowl, while Florida State, well, we knew what happened in that Orange Bowl as well. Missouri, Ole Miss, and Ohio State at 8 through 10, really 8 through 14. I'm really cool. I'm cool with all of that. I'm honestly am. I don't really have an issue with 8 through 14. That does make enough sense to me. Um, Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. They have 15 and 16, but Oklahoma State beat Oklahoma on the field. Um, what? So in the Bedlam game, Oklahoma State beats Oklahoma, but Oklahoma State, which by the way, they won their bowl game. Oklahoma didn't. They lose to Arizona. Oklahoma is still ahead of Oklahoma State. So kind of the same principle of the Georgia Alabama argument that I had earlier. Why are we doing that? Genuinely, why are we going about doing that? I'm genuinely not sure. Kansas State moves up from number 25 up to number 18. That makes sense to me. Louisville moves down 4 spots after the loss to USC. That makes sense. Clemson moves up a couple of spots. Okay, whatever. North Carolina State moving down a few spots. SMU. Why? Why is SMU at 20? Respectfully, why? Um, so SMU comes into the bowl season at number 24 in the country, at least in the college football playoff poll. Um, so they were barely ranked, but SMU loses to an average at best Boston College team. And when SMU was heavily favored, they were favored by at some points close to 2 touchdowns. Why is SMU moved up a couple of spots? I don't get it, man. I truly don't get it with some of these AP voters. And it goes to show that, unfortunately, there is an alarming number of AP voters and Heisman voters and other award winners that vote on these things that don't really pay attention to college football all that closely. So you hate to see it. Kansas being ranked, we're cool with that. Iowa still being ranked, that's fine because they did win double-digit games. Liberty. So Liberty came in at number 23. They got blown out. And to be honest with you, I would not have Liberty here in this top 25. I'd probably, me personally, be looking at maybe a couple of other teams that should really be in discussion. What about Oh, what are we looking for? I mean, USC could have an argument. Air Force had a good season. If you wanted to go, and so did UTSA, by the way, and Fresno State. If you really wanted to go the Group of Five route, but what about West Virginia? West Virginia went 9-4 this year. They won the Duke Mayo's Bowl against North Carolina. Where's West Virginia in all this? What are we doing? Overall, it's a solid poll. I'm fine with it. I do certainly have my disagreements, but again, like I definitely want to hear what you guys think about this AP poll. I'm sure we're definitely in line. If I was an AP voter, instead of having Liberty personally, I would replace Liberty with West Virginia. Other than a couple of other changes, I'm cool with, but yeah, I feel like West Virginia kind of got chipped here. I know Liberty only lost one game, but come on, man. Liberty had literally the worst strength of schedule in the entire country, man. Like, come on, y'all. We gotta be better than that, man. Honestly, we truly do. Um, so I'm gonna get off that soapbox before I get more riled up about the about that AP poll. It is what it is.